This might be the greatest generation for sports games. I don't know what it was from the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 era that just brought out greatness in basically everything it did. One particular category that made everything incredible was the sports games. I don't know if we're ever going to see just a consistent, oh my god, is that Dice K? I don't think we're ever going to see a consistent collection of sports games again released consistently that have been this good ever again. MLB The Show was in its prime in this generation. It's not a slight, or whatever that means, just making fun of what it is now or something. It's just the reality of some things. I was playing this game a little bit before I even sat down and decided to make anything on it. I was just gonna play for fun. I think out of every single MLB The Show game, the one that have been listed and titled MLB The Show, this is the only one I've never played before. This is crazy looking at the players loading in and out because, for one, I can't believe some of them are still in the league. Some of them look unbelievably young. I saw Justin Verlander at some point. I already looked at franchise. Franchise is... what? Did I not save? Franchise is kind of the same as what it was in 07. It might be a bit different in terms of some features added, because I was looking at what was very cool about franchise back in the day was the business management. Oh yeah, you know what? One thing I didn't say anything about the last time I sat here and did this is, you know what was maybe the most impressive thing about this generation too? Was the soundtracks. And not even just sports games, like any game that ever released at this point in time. There were differences, I think, to certain things like vendors. I don't know if like Ice Cream Guy was in 07 or like Soda Man Peanut Guy. Maybe they were, I just wasn't paying attention. It seems like there's more options for vendor purposes. Since when was, oh, that's for the fans. I was gonna say, since when is a batting cage a vendor? When in the hell is a drink stand costing $1 million? Like, that seems very overpriced. Wait a minute, does this just make up funds that you have? I swear to Christ, I loaded into this like half an hour ago, and I just started this one again, and the first time I did it, it said I had 21 million. Oh wait, this is different. It is 100% different, actually, because there was no team jet the last time I think I looked at this. I don't think so. It was just the coach flight, the bus. I don't even know if that was there. And then the charter flight was the number one, or maybe you can like unlock them or something, but it wasn't listed at first. Also doesn't tell you if players are, oh wait, no, it does right there. Franchise is really no point in playing right now because, to be honest with you, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to play. I did it at one point, but at this point in time, I'm just kind of stupid and silly, and I can't manage anything, so I don't want to do that. And that's not the purpose of what's taking place right now. The purpose of what is taking place is to showcase how impressive some of these older MLB games are. I don't even think I used the Jays last time, or I think I did maybe. Did I do that? I don't know if I did. I don't know if I didn't have a brain grown yet or something by the time this year came, but I swear to Christ, I don't remember David Eckstein on the Jays. I could tell you every single situation that happened with every other player listed on this list. I don't remember David fucking Eckstein on the Jays. I don't know what happened. I was thinking this too. You might even be able to tell a little bit of the difference of the graphics. This is the second title that was listed in the PlayStation 3 era. It is still impossible to hit in this game. Sometimes the first one might not showcase the true power of what the franchise can do. You have to wait for the next couple of editions to maybe get that. The lighting looks nice. I think the goal right now is to hit a home run, because I don't think I was barely able to get the ball out of the infield the first time I played this. You basically have to either look silly or just get lucky. Dustin Pedroia just ran out to center field. I have no idea how I was able to succeed at anything in some of these games. Even on a low difficulty, this game is still hard. I think one of the new additions in this game had something to do with feedback. I don't remember what it was, though. Okay, well, if he swung at that, I may have actually hit it well. I didn't look that stupid the first time I did this. Honestly, batting is one thing, but you really tell the differences from some games to the next one in fielding. I don't know if I was playing at a terrible time or something, but it does look very nice right now. Like, the lighting looks good. Even the umpire will take a baseball and throw it right back to the pitcher. I don't know if that exists in some of the new games, does it? The catcher either doesn't even look at the baseball or they run back at it like full speed when they have no chance of getting it. It is impossible to strike out the CPU. I could open up a farm of roosters and sell ice cream to a grocery store before I see any... Look at this shit. This is the most impossible thing to get the CPU to look silly in this, while I look consistently silly. I shouldn't have played the Red Sox. I just picked the first team I think it chose. This is the last team that I'll probably ever see success against. Oh, I thought it was gone. I started to think that maybe something is different because the field didn't look as detailed in 07. I don't know what year that ended, but I think at this point they were still on PS2. I was not looking this bad when I was playing before. This kind of fits the trend of what old games were. It's impossible to, like, do good in them. I'm gonna guess a pitch, because that might be my only hope. Does that mean I'm right? I think that's what that meant. No, if I had to pick, like, the spot it was supposed to be in. There's nobody in the bullpen. Okay, we found the first flaw. The first thing that kind of looks a bit silly is there's nobody in the bullpen.
And there are two gone. Now a ball lined towards center field. That's in there. Base hit. And not nearly in time as the run scores easily.
I've never felt so good about scoring a run in my life. It was almost painful to watch Greg Zahn come to the plate. I don't think there was, maybe besides Josh Tolle, in the history of the Blue Jays franchise, when a certain individual came up, it was never more painful to watch, and Greg Zahn was up there. I think Josh Tolle and maybe JP Arancibia, it had to always be a catcher, it seemed like. It was a franchise that struggled to find a catcher that was not useless at one point. Josh Beckett might stink. I'm honestly just enjoying playing this game and not failing at it right now, so whenever I end this without a hit or something is when I'll leave. What happened? I love the check swing. Half the time you mean to swing when it's like a terrible pitch and it won't actually register as a swing, so you don't look like a damn idiot. Bunting kind of looks more natural. I'm gonna bunt. I don't think, yeah, I definitely didn't play this game because I don't remember Manny Ramirez in MLB The Show in like the early generations where they gave him that batting stance. He always had a different one. Do the jerseys move with the... In the new games, that's something I don't really pay attention to. Like, do they blow it? I don't think they do in this game, but they move. They must do that. That's such like a, that'd be such a silly thing if they didn't. It wouldn't make sense. In 2006, I think it was based on the National League and, oh, for shit's sakes, the hell's a Sky Sock? What is that logo? Is that the logo with the team? Put the actual Chicago Cubs one and then put the word Iowa in cursive writing above it. Dan Herron. Jake Peavy's on MLB Network now, and I swear to Christ, when I was growing up, he looked like the angriest and meanest person ever, but he looks quite pleasant on television. I think legitimately the team is the same besides Polanco. Wait a minute. Where are the home and away jerseys? Man, you gotta press the button some damn hard. If it wasn't bad enough currently, now you need to press it harder. Get out the Band-Aid kit. By the time you're done playing an exhibition game in this shit, your thumb is bleeding. They fucking changed the batting. That's what they did. That's definitely something that has been updated from the previous year. Our batting stances. It might leave. It's not. Jesus Christ, Ortiz had a good year in 2007. Are those what the jerseys look like? I don't remember that. Fucking PCI is taking up almost the entire strike zone, and you still can't connect with something. I didn't hit that?
And here's a pitch inside, and that got him. 0-2 count.
I almost swung at that. A-Rod had needles up the ass in '07. Did you see those numbers? I don't think I've ever seen more RBIs from a player in my life. Man, it is actually impossible to hit. That was a power swing, and I think it was hit well, and it was just a single. All-star team for the American League was legitimately the most stacked-ass baseball team you'd ever see assembled from this era. I didn't even mean to swing at that. So when I don't want to, Ken Griffey Jr., he was not on the, he must have been injured maybe. This windup is terrible. I think you can change it to whatever the hell the other one is terrible. For the pitching, both of them are not good. You basically had to suck it up and use terrible pitching. How do I dive? Why was he wasn't even running fast to it? Is there like button accuracy? Oh my Christ. That was way too fast. He looks unbelievably different than what he does currently, or just even later. Wasn't this the year the Rockies went to the World Series? Is that when this... It must have been. This was '07, I think it's based off of, right? I think so. I feel like they always had a weird time trying to nail Griffey's batting stance in some of these older games. Like, it might not look silly or anything, but it just doesn't... Where am I? I think my eyes are just getting terrible. It's so hard to see anything happening now. I don't think there's anyone on the damn National League team who doesn't have under 30 home runs. What the... I didn't even... End the inning. You're fighting for your life when you're playing on defense in this shit. All right, Manny. Fuck sakes. It's nice to see Manny. That almost hit me. I can't even... Wait, what's wide? Wide might... How was this wide? Actually, this one might be way better. This looks like Zoom almost in the new games. And I don't understand how wide is the right word to describe it. Dude, I'm telling you what, right now, if there's anything impressive about anything, the lighting textures we have off the helmets, the lighting, and just like the grass and the dirt looks very nice at this point. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. But I think it might. Yeah, this might be better. It's probably still going to be impossible to hit a baseball right now, but it's definitely better than what it was. Oh, yeah. This is not even close to the same. What in the hell? Placido Polanco batted .340 in 2007? I don't remember that happening either. Okay, I might never get out again. Oh, my Jesus Christ, the pitcher's coming to hit. I don't know if Dan Herron was a good hitting pitcher, but it doesn't seem that impossible now. Okay, see, like that should have been a swing, but it wasn't. I'm going to guess fastball. It's not. It might be good to guess, because if you guess fastball and it's wrong, you know it isn't one. Still hit it well. I love how Ichiro just went by Ichiro. McLovin. He went by one name, right? Like it's very rare that anyone just said Ichiro Suzuki. They just said Ichiro. Even on the back of his jersey, it says Ichiro. No Suzuki. Chris. Imagine looking at the back of someone's MLB jersey and seeing Chris. Derek. That's what it should say. I think this could have also may or may not have been around a time too where it almost seemed like everyone had their own personalized swings and misses. Did that happen? It seems like now no one really has anything customary to the person. Maybe they do. I don't know. The check swings have saved my ass. I might walk. This is the first time I think I've had more than one ball in a count. Damn it. All right, I think I can actually play some of these older games now without looking like a fool. Time to take another browse at who we have. Holy shit, a Tribe Called Quest is in this game? Yeah, the soundtracks were incredible. Brad Penny. Wow, this is very old. Esteban Loaiza. I remember that guy. The Pirates just seem terrible in every game. It's kind of sad, too. I don't get it, but they just do. Tom Gorzolani. Who the hell is that guy? I don't even know if I've heard of any of these other guys. I've heard of Zach Duke. I remember him, actually. Oh my Christ, look at the Marlins. Jesus, the Twins were 30th in batting. Cleveland was always a team that had very interesting people on it. Yeah, like CC Sabathia. Cliff Lee looks unrecognizable in that picture. Wait, how do we have... Oh, wait, never mind. Trying to find a team that's interesting to use. I don't think Barry Bonds was on this team anymore. I'm going to use the Mets. I think the Mets have a lot of very nice players around this time. Jesus, I didn't even realize Pedro was on this team still. Yeah, we're going up against Verlander, so this is going to be electric, maybe. I feel like I'm playing a different MLB The Show right now. You know, sometimes it's hard to, these days, like, if you go from, like, 24 to 25, and there might be, like, things in Diamond Dynasty, like a whole game I'm talking about. I'm not just talking about one mode or one anything. I feel like I'm kind of playing a different game right now than 07 was, because it only is 1 year difference, and sometimes it's hard to do that if it's a yearly release. Might get carved up over here. I have to face Justin Verlander. I remember watching... Whoops. I remember watching a clip he had or something from back in the day, and someone asked him, hey, how do you throw so hard? And he was like, I eat a Kit Kat bar before every start. Okay, that said it was 96, and I still can't imagine a situation where if someone throws over 100 where it's possible. I was lucky. Yeah, it is different. The field and everything just looks simply better. It's hit well. It isn't. It's like the worst hit ball ever. This is Beltran. If this isn't gone, no one's hitting it out. Oh my Christ, it left. The first home run that I've seen.
For Carlos Beltran, and the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
I don't think their hands touched. Carlos Delgado is in the building. Always nice to see a Carlos Delgado sighting, I'll tell you that much. That wasn't even a power swing either. He is like only, or I don't know what that was. That is a specific stat. During day games, that's actually kind of impressive. That's a stat that's labeled in this. Man, the Mets were kind of stacked. I think this is the 5th guy right now. It's David Wright. Deep. What's the runner doing? Christ, how did the Tigers never win a World Series around this time? Pedro is on the hill. Everybody look out. Pedro was old or something around this time, or older. What I didn't test before is I didn't bean anybody, so I didn't see what happens. Christ, it almost killed him. Hold on. Can you even hit somebody in the head? Jesus Christ, for getting the ball thrown at your skull twice in a row, he didn't look that angry. I don't even have a thing on where it's like me controlling it manually. It was basically just the CPU decided to throw the baseball into the upper deck. You aim it down the middle and then just hope it goes in a spot you want it to be. Because you can't locate anything in this shit. It is hard. What's happening right now? What is going on? I'm not even using my analog stick. Why does Gary Sheffield's stance look more realistic right now? These games are awesome. It's hard to really think of anything to complain about in some of these older games because there's just really nothing wrong with them. Wait, what happened? I think I pressed the wrong button. MLB 08 The Show is a good one. There's many MLB The Show games in the PlayStation. Probably all of them are. Every single MLB The Show in this era was awesome.